Okay, this video is regarding the coronavirus. I have to speak low because I'm in the library. Now, here's what I know for sure is the coronavirus was released by the Chinese Communist Party on their own people, and some of the community spread meaning new viral cases that are popping up in random places that seems to have no connection to anybody who's traveled out of the country is actually being perpetrated by the Chinese Communist Party and by China. In the same way that we're in a trade war with China, China has gotten desperate. We've destroyed them economically. And this information that I have comes from a very high level source called King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Okay, and it's accurate information. And I believe if you had access to the reports from high level Department of Defense and like CIA, these people know that this is China that is actually intentionally depopulating the earth, and it's part of the war that we're in with China. And we know that Russia and China are allied together with Iran and also North Korea. And we know that we've had a military buildup. We've had all sorts of thermonuclear threats, new weapons being developed by Russia, military exercises, all sorts of crazy stuff going on in the South China Sea. That what's really going on in the South China Sea is not fully being reported. Um, so the point of this video is I know for certain that the coronavirus is actually a biological weapon, and it's a weapon of mass destruction. It's an illegal weapon that they released in a covert fashion, and one reason for the community spread is that they have people here. They have people anywhere they want to send them. You know, a little tiny vial. I mean, literally the size of it can get through any airport security. Anyone can be infected and go and sneeze. Go to university and one sneeze during uh, class intermission in the student union of any major university the week before finals week, and then after finals, everybody goes back to their home. I mean, I'm just saying. And this is the type of thing that is orchestrated, okay? And I'm just saying, this is part of the war with China, and it's the end of the age. So you need to have your heart right with God. Part of the a bigger concern about the actual virus is the panic that it's causing. It's ridiculous. If your heart's right with God, you know you can be healed. But the people of the world are gonna panic, and this last night the Lord told me that it just begins, and I woke up wondering. He said it begins now, and I woke up, and this morning when I looked at the news, it said it's now been elevated to a pandemic. So I'm thinking that's what he was talking about. Like when I woke up last night in a dream, I didn't understand it, and then when I read the news that today it's elevated to pandemic level, maybe that's what I anyway, this is the beginning of the end of the age. Now, China is the enormous red dragon in Revelation chapter 12 and 13. The government and regime of the Antichrist is Russia and China allied together. Okay? That's why there's the feet of the bear in Revelation chapter 13. That's Russia. And China is the enormous red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay? Now, a lot of people say that the dragon is Satan. Satan is part of it. But when it says 7 heads and 10 horns, according to Revelation chapter 17, verse 12, that is the government of the Antichrist. So here's what the Lord told me last night. He told me that the coronavirus is the first attack of the government of the Antichrist on civilians. This is the first attack of the actual government of the Antichrist, the beast, on a civilian population. And it's the coronavirus.